Hey there, movie buffs and vintage cinema aficionados. Do you remember those cozy evenings, huddled around the TV with your family, or perhaps a bag of popcorn in hand while you watched an enthralling mystery unfold? Ah, the nostalgia of those bygone days when 1,954 seconds dial M for Murder graced our screens. It's a film that has carved out a special place in our hearts, hasn't it? As we journey back to the days of classic cinema, I'd love to hear your stories and memories about this iconic Hitchcock masterpiece. Did you gasp in shock at the plot twists, or did Grace Kelly's elegance steal your heart? Maybe you're still reminiscing about that unforgettable telephone cord scene. There's something magical about the shared experiences that make us all movie enthusiasts. Now, let's set the stage for some random facts about this timeless classic, and get ready for a journey through the intriguing world of Dial M for Murder. Dial M for Murder, a 1954 film directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, is a gripping thriller that originated from a successful stage play by Frederick Knott. The story revolves around Tony Wendice, a scheming husband who devises a meticulous plan to murder his wealthy wife, Margot, for her inheritance. The film's iconic characters include Tony, played by Ray Milland, who is the epitome of calculated villainy, and Margot, portrayed by Grace Kelly, exuding a perfect blend of vulnerability and grace. What sets Dial M for Murder apart is Hitchcock's masterful direction, which crafts tension through clever camera work and an enthralling narrative, all unfolding within the confines of a single room. Its impact on popular culture is undeniable, cementing Hitchcock's reputation as the master of suspense and influencing countless thrillers that followed. Dial M for Murder remains a timeless classic, showcasing the enduring allure of Hitchcock's storytelling prowess and his unique ability to keep audiences on the edge of their seats, even decades after its release. Alfred Hitchcock's 1954 film Dial M for Murder had its share of interesting behind-the-scenes details. In one instance, Warner Bros. Insisted on shooting the movie in 3D, even though the 3D craze was fading. Hitchcock was sure the movie would be released in 2D, but he had a specific vision for the opening shot, a close-up of a finger dialing the letter M on a rotary dial telephone. The 3D camera couldn't handle such a close-up, so Hitchcock had a giant wooden finger with a large dial built to achieve the effect. Another intriguing tidbit involves Grace Kelly's performance. In the final act, she was instructed to behave as if in a trance, making her seem detached and distant, adding an eerie quality to her character. Furthermore, Hitchcock initially had a dream cast in mind for the film, including Deborah Kerr, William Holden, and Cary Grant. However, Kerr and Holden were unavailable due to other commitments, and Grant refused to play a villain, a role that Ray Milland eventually took on. These insights shed light on the creative and logistical decisions that shaped the iconic 1954 film Dial M for Murder, providing a glimpse into the meticulous planning and casting choices behind this classic thriller. The 1954 movie Dial M for Murder, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, is a classic in the thriller genre. While there is limited information available about the 3D version of the film, it was originally filmed in 3D, which explains the prevalence of low-angle shots with lamps and objects between the audience and the cast. The movie had a brief original release in 3D, followed by a conventional flat release. The New York Times review mentioned it opened with the flat release at the Paramount Theater in New York City, and the 3D version was reissued in 1980. Based on the Broadway play that opened in 1952, the film adaptation retained some of its original cast. John Williams and Anthony Dawson recreated their stage roles of Chief Inspector Hubbard and Captain Lesgate in the movie. However, J. Pat O'Malley replaced Williams as Hubbard. John Williams won the 1953 Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a play for his role as Inspector Hubbard on Broadway, and recreated the character for the film. In conclusion, Dial M for Murder is not only a gripping thriller, but also has its roots in a successful Broadway production, with key members of the original cast making their mark on the silver screen. The film's transition from 3D to 2D and its enduring popularity add to its legacy in the world of cinema. In the 1954 movie Dial M for Murder, directed by Sir Alfred Hitchcock, Grace Kelly played a pivotal role not only in front of the camera, but also behind the scenes when it came to her costumes. Hitchcock initially selected an expensive robe for Kelly to wear when answering the phone. However, Kelly objected, asserting that no woman would put on such a robe just to answer the phone while alone in her sleep. She would answer it in her nightgown. Hitchcock, known for his meticulous attention to detail, agreed to Kelly's suggestion. This decision had a profound impact on the film, as Hitchcock liked the way the scenes turned out. From that point on, he allowed Grace Kelly to make all costume decisions for herself in their subsequent movies together, marking a significant shift in their collaboration. Grace Kelly's influence didn't stop there. Hitchcock arranged for her to be dressed in bright colors at the beginning of the movie, gradually transitioning to darker tones as the story unfolded. This was a deliberate artistic choice to symbolize the character's changing circumstances and emotions throughout the film. It's worth noting that Hitchcock initially wanted Cary Grant to star in Dial M for Murder. However, Warner Brothers believed that casting him as a villain would be a miscast. The role ultimately went to Ray Milland, and the film remains a classic in the suspense thriller genre. In conclusion, Grace Kelly's costume decisions and the choice of colors in Dial M for Murder added depth to the film, reflecting the character's journey. While Hitchcock's original casting choice didn't come to fruition, the movie remains a testament to his mastery in suspenseful storytelling. In 1954, Alfred Hitchcock directed the film Dial M for Murder. There are a few interesting facts about this movie worth noting. Firstly, Dial M for Murder is the only film directed by Sir Alfred Hitchcock that was filmed in 3D format. While this was a unique feature at the time, it's not what the movie is most famous for. In the original script and stage play of the movie, there was a reference to a middle-aged woman found dead due to an overdose of cocaine. However, due to the strict rules of the Hollywood Hays Code, which prohibited the detailed depiction of drug usage on screen, the word cocaine had to be replaced with something. This change was made to comply with the censorship standards of the time. Lastly, Dial M for Murder has earned its place in cinematic history. In June 2008, it was ranked 9 on the American Film Institute's list of the 10 greatest films in the mystery genre. This recognition highlights the enduring appeal of this Hitchcock classic. So, while the 3D format is a unique aspect of the film, the Hays Code modification and its inclusion on AFI's list of great mystery films are also noteworthy points in the movie's history. And that's a brief look at some interesting facts about the 1954 movie Dial M for Murder. As we draw the curtains on our exploration of the classic 1954 film, Dial M for Murder, I invite you to pause and reflect on the enduring resonance of this cinematic masterpiece. This Alfred Hitchcock thriller, with its intricate plot and timeless performances, has left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. In this suspenseful tale of love, betrayal, and murder, we are not mere spectators. We become part of the intricate web of deceit woven by the characters. The film's meticulous direction, combined with the stellar acting of Grace Kelly, Ray Milland, and Robert Cummings, immerses us in a world of intrigue and tension. But what truly makes Dial M for Murder remarkable is its ability to elicit a personal connection. The story prompts us to ponder the depths of our own relationships and the choices we make when faced with unexpected circumstances. We are compelled to ask ourselves, what would I do if I were in their shoes? This is the hallmark of a great film, its ability to resonate with our own experiences and emotions. So, I encourage you to share your thoughts and cherished memories of Dial M for Murder. Whether it's the first time you watched it, the suspense that kept you on the edge of your seat, or the lasting impact it's had on your cinematic appreciation, your experiences are valuable. Thank you for taking this cinematic journey with us, and for sharing your passion and thoughts on Dial M for Murder. Your engagement enriches the tapestry of film history. Until our next cinematic exploration, keep those memories close and the conversations flowing.